Someone said a girl was coming, not to hang out, to be taught a lesson. By morning, she would be gone. No screams recorded, no witnesses willing to speak. Just water moving slowly beneath the bridge, as if nothing had ever happened. Reena Virk was 14 years old. Quiet, soft-spoken, the kind of kid who desperately wanted to belong somewhere. At school, she lived on the edges of every social circle, too different, too awkward, too eager to be liked. She'd been bullied for years about her weight, her background, her insecurities, and like a lot of kids who feel invisible, she sometimes made choices just to be noticed. On the night of November 14th, 1997, she left home thinking she might finally be accepted by a group that had invited her out. The meeting spot wasn't a party house. It was a dark area near the Craigflower Bridge in Saanich, British Columbia. Teenagers were already gathered there, some she knew, some she didn't. Police had briefly dispersed an earlier crowd nearby, but the group regrouped later. At first, nothing looked unusual, just kids standing around late at night. Then someone pointed at Reena. The energy shifted. Conversations stopped mid-sentence. Eyes turned toward her. It started with accusations, rumors she had supposedly spread, the kind of teenage drama that usually ends with yelling, maybe pushing. Instead, someone lunged. Within seconds, several teens surrounded her, hands grabbing, fists swinging. Under the bridge, Reena was swarmed and beaten by multiple attackers, kicked, punched, dragged. At one point, she managed to break away. Injured? Shaken? She tried to leave. For a moment, just a moment, it looked like it might be over. Some of the group actually walked away. Reena, bruised and bleeding, moved toward safety, toward the road, toward the possibility of going home. But two figures stayed behind. They followed her into the darkness. The water of the gorge moved quietly beside them. The second attack was more deliberate, more personal. Her head was slammed, and her body dragged toward the shoreline. There were no witnesses now, only cold air and shallow water. She was pushed face down into the gorge. Pebbles would later be found in her throat, evidence she drowned there. And then silence. For 8 days, she was simply missing. Rumors spread through school hallways. Divers eventually found her body in the water, less than a kilometer away. Investigators learned the truth piece by piece, stories that didn't match. Teenagers blaming each other. In the end, 8 youths were convicted in connection with the attack. 6 had participated in the initial beating. But 2, Kelly Ellard and Warren Glowatsky, had followed Reena after everyone else left. They were ultimately convicted of second-degree murder. The girl who only wanted acceptance had been killed by the very people she hoped would finally let her belong. Under that bridge, the water kept moving, quiet, ordinary, carrying away the last sounds of a 14-year-old who thought she had finally been invited to fit in.